Hey everyone, it's Organic Pixel here today, and just kind of doing a bit of a sequel to a review that I did way early on when I started doing editing for my YouTube channel, and that's for I guess what you call the prequel to Straftat. If any of you guys see my Straftat video, Straftat is essentially first-person shooter Omegle. You're paired 1 versus 1 shooting within certain maps, different weapons and whatnot. My review is pretty great. Go check that out. This is essentially the review for Babbdi, if I'm pronouncing that right. It's called, let's see, let's just double check. Babbdi? Babbdid. I'm just gonna...
Babbdi.
And basically, this game is one of my favorite genres that a lot of hardcore gamers really hate, and that is a walking sim. Walking sims essentially are little exploration, first-person perspective kind of video games where you just walk around a map and pick up, interact with certain objects or aspects of the world that it inhabits.
Babbdi
Is essentially a walking sim with a bit of some movement mechanics similar to the movement within Straftat. And that's awesome. I always feel like one issue I always have with some walking sims is that you're locked in place and you really can't express yourself in terms of movement. I love adding a little bit of movement capability to a cool walking sim like this one. And I guess I know in my Straftat video I talked a lot about how a lot of that game was around the vibes. This one is the exact same thing, except the vibe isn't really a cool synth first-person shooter online multiplayer game. This one's really more or less a bit of a dark comedy almost, or a really bleak comedy, very Slav Jank-esque in terms of its visual appeal and also its controls. It's cold, desolate, but at the same time, there's so much life that lives beneath the surface of everything you see in the game. One thing I will point out is that I actually 100%ed this whole game, and I think you could too easily within a weekend. It's not very hard. I really doubt you need a walkthrough for looking for some of the secret items or secret stuff within the game. Meeting every person in the game world is pretty simple too, provided that you at least explore a little bit. And a lot of the achievements as they're put out in the game itself are also pretty straightforward and not too complex or not too cryptic in any way. And I think that plays to its strength. There's nothing more gratifying than 100%ing a game. And this is one of those very easy and very straightforward ones to do it with. You could honestly do it probably within an evening if you really wanted to buckle down. But I did it over the course of a weekend, and a lot of that time was really just me walking around the little village that this game inhabits and interacting with the whole world itself and kind of exploring every little square inch as much as I could. Ultimately, the story of this game essentially is that you're trying to get out of this small, bleak town that's kind of built within a dam, and you're trying to make it to Babbdi, which is Babbdi or whatever, which is essentially considered the big city, a place to where life isn't so grim and there's opportunities are plentiful and whatnot. This essentially is kind of a bit of a coming of age tale of getting out of your small town and going somewhere new and exciting and big where you have a lot of chance to kind of grow yourself as a person. Part of me wonders if the brothers who make this game had that kind of experience. I think what's really cool about this game, though, is that the world it inhabits is so small, but so deep in terms of its life and in terms of its kind of structure and setting, or setup at least. Sometimes you'll happen upon like little rooms or little characters that are pretty interesting and pretty inviting, and other times you might happen across something really sad and depressing, but the people there really don't mind. You'll also happen across a few items. Some of these items can be very useful, like the flying propeller item, and other ones can be very silly and straightforward, like the ball or the trumpet. A lot of the items are built more around getting around the actual village that you're in, just getting around the town and meeting everybody and finding all the secrets and just eventually completing the actual main quest. Some of these little trinkets, though, could be like the trumpet here, and they're really just designed to kind of goof around and add a little bit of life to the world. It's ultimately a very short game. You're rewarded with some really awesome visuals with exploring. Honestly, some of the lighting effects in this game are really fun, and also some of the map design in certain areas and platforming are really, really great to hop around with, especially with the Straftat style movement that this has. Sometimes I just found myself getting around the whole town or village and just getting to a certain spot that had no actual merit or use to me in terms of the actual objectives of the game, but just walking around and kind of getting that soundscape capability, or those little like moments of just quietness were really something special, really something that I think a lot of other walking sims could take advantage of here. That's ultimately what walking sims are all about. They're all about kind of just seeing the sights and taking it easy and taking it slow at your own pace, kind of attacking each little small objective in your own way, or at your own pace and your own style.
What I love so much about Straftat was someone described it as two things: Omegle for first-person shooters, 1v1, and then another person described it as like dreamlike, like you're having combined dreams with like other people, but in the form of a first-person shooter. So Babbdi really feels more like you're exploring, this dreamlike world on your own. You really have that ludicrous Looney Tunes kind of logic, but it's obviously it's a dream kind of told from the perspective of like a very, very unique kind of abstract and even like foreign viewpoint.
My one major point of criticism of the game kind of boiled down to the actual items and tools you'd pick up. Things like the motorcycle or the ball. So some of the items are designed around getting around the town easier, but at the end of the day, once you get the propeller, which is pretty straightforward and easy to do, you've pretty much unlocked all the tools and capabilities that you really need from that one item alone. It would have been nice if there was maybe some kind of maybe puzzle solving or other uses that the like little tools and items you'd pick up would allow for, besides just movement. Movement seems to be the main center focus and also the main kind of puzzle apparatus of this game. But it would have been kind of nice to just have some other options around maybe solving certain problems. I think just to end on here, I would recommend that you pick up this game and give it a shot. It is free, similar to Straftat. There is no any kind of DLC, unlike Straftat. So two things: if you have not picked this up and want to have a quick 3-hour, 2-hour kind of romp of just a walking sim and get some really cool visuals and that eerie vibe that this game really encompasses fairly well, that while eerie can be very full of life and very lighthearted, check this one out. And also check out Straftat. That game is still very popular, getting a lot of recent updates with new maps, new weapons and cosmetics and whatnot, so I'm looking forward to playing that more in the year. But this was a really nice kind of first entry that these brothers had kind of committed to for a game. I really hope to see kind of a sequel to this, maybe with the same style of the map and everything. I like the size of this map, the scope of the game itself. I wouldn't want it any bigger, but I would like to see some more mechanics around, who knows, maybe even combat, kind of puzzle solving if need be here and there. But yeah, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe, and then at the same time, please check out my other videos I've made. I worked really hard on a lot of these, and some of them are pretty interesting. Definitely check out my Straftat review if you watch this one all the way through. Have a great day. Bye.